Hello and welcome back to Misery Loves Mandy, where comedians talk about miserable moments and whether or not they made them into jokes. This week's guest is Lisa Wallen. You know her, you love her. We talked about men's confusing signals. No, men not understanding our signals. Men confusing our signals. Confusing signals. I wonder why they're confused. We talked about being in the wrong tax bracket, and Lisa has super exciting news. So make sure to like and subscribe right now. Check out the Patreon and enjoy the episode. And it was
also
cheers,
your nails match your Olli Poop.
Oh my gosh!
So
cheers.
do mine, kind of.
They do. They go color.
We know about our color schemes. Our schemes. Our color schemes.
I wanted to pick us up some.
Ooh, hello.
Is it grape good?
Mm-hmm. I like how there's 9 grams of fiber, so I'm gonna shit my pants at the end of today's episode. Wow. Well, now I know I'm going to drink when I want to take a shit. Jesus Christ. 9 grams. Imagine giving this to a child.
Oh, yeah. That would be dangerous.
And they're like, I'm going to drink like 5 of these and just explode. Fly around the house. There you go.
Okay, wait. So much to talk about. You guys, Lisa's back. Everybody.
I know. It's weird thinking that we have to do our intro.
I know.
And now we don't.
I know. I was thinking.
We broke up. And now we're still in love, so we have to,
yeah, we're still fucking.
We have to have a coffee date every once in a while and be like, no, Mandy, this is a bad idea. Oh my God, I have to move on from you.
Don't post on socials.
Oh my God, stop it. I know. I feel like now that we're not like hanging out every other week, I feel like we haven't seen each other in years.
We have a lot to catch up on.
I saw you at your show and I almost cried. I was like, yeah, it's Mandy.
It was a nice surprise. I still have to get my gift card. So at this store is insane. It's called Aviator Nation. They give the comedians $200 to shop
which
there.
Buys one sock.
It is the most expensive store. I don't know how.
You walk in, you're like, I'm not in this tax bracket. Like, that's the first thought you have.
No, you walk in and you think, I am in this tax bracket because it looks like normal clothes.
And then you look at a tag and you're like, I will never have money. I have decided that right now, which is so fun. So recently I like went on a walk with a friend and they know I'm like really into gold jewelry. I went to Larchmont.
I love Larchmont. Yeah.
I've never been there before.
Really?
So I was like, oh, this place is like really cute, blah, blah.
50 coffee shops.
Yeah. And this person obviously spends more money than me because we went to like this gold jewelry shop. I'm like, oh, I know you really like gold jewelry. This stuff is like a little bit on the cheap end, but I'm sure you'll like it. A necklace was $120. I'm like, buddy, I stole this from Target. If you want to know what my tax bracket is.
Different brackets.
You think $120 is on the cheap end?
That is not.
For casual jewelry? Oh, you sweet summer child. Let me borrow your jewelry then, if that's what you think.
Oh, I'm ready to go up a tax bracket. I'm ready to go all the way to the top.
Yeah, I need to skip the next one because the next tax bracket is when you get taxed more and then doesn't feel like you're in that tax bracket. I need to go like 3 above that.
Yeah.
Where I can like get away with doing like really terrible things and nobody will do anything about it.
Yes,
yeah,
that's
right?
goals. They said, I think this will come after it, but 8/8 on my way here, I saw 8/8 is a big day for manifesting money.
Is it? Is that how it works?
8/8, and then
why was I born 8/9?
The 24th year, so it's like 8. Some of those things, I don't know. I follow a lot of those pages on Instagram.
Are you weirdly obsessed with numbers?
Right now, I'm weirdly obsessed with getting. I don't like to use the word famous. I think that word's gross. I'm getting successful.
Yeah, because now all the entertainment is dying, so you kind of just. That's so funny. Now that I've been applying for so many jobs that, like, because I did like content production, which I just realized is another term for advertising and marketing now.
Oh.
Like it's a way for them to pay you less. So instead of like going to college to become like get like a marketing degree, so like we'll just get a content producer and we'll just trick them to thinking that we're just making TikToks when they know TikTok is where all the most advertising is now. And I'm like, you know what? I need someone to just pay me to exist. I don't want to do this shit anymore.
I know. That sounds wonderful.
Exactly.
That's what I would like.
How's the success going?
Oh, I just started manifesting. So
I woke up, saw my tax bracket, and was like, you know what? Time to manifest this. We call it Mandy-festing.
Yeah, we're Mandy-festing. On 8/8, we'll all get together.
I have some insane news.
Oh my God, tell me.
I'm going to tell you. Wait, when is this episode out?
In a couple weeks.
Oh, perfect. So it will be by
okay.
then. So I have a friend that owns this like financial company for creators. It's like big creators. Like, I mean, like 3 million followers plus.
Got
like
it.
People who are not in our tax bracket. But like I signed up for like their, you know, creative program because like they do like some like after parties at conventions and whatnot, right? But one really cool thing that they do is they rent out a billboard space in Times Square and they feature all the creators and they rotate it for 4 hours. They'll have like a person's profile up. They'll say their name, their occupation, and their handle. And it happens for 4 hours on a certain day. Well, they decided to include me on that. So I'm flying out to New York in 2 weeks for 24 hours just to see my name on Times Square billboard.
That is
and being
really
like
cool.
With a photographer and then flying home.
You have to go. I would go too.
Which is like it's like that's such a big deal, but it also shows you how much the internet is a lie because people are going to see my name on there and be like, who's this girl? I'm like, I have like $5,000 to my name right now and that's it. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm so famous. Please. I have no money.
No,
but here's my
good.
name. You'll
Who cares?
You'll get like 3 followers from it. It's fine.
I wonder how many followers you will get from it though.
I'm curious. I mean, I gave them like good headshots to use and like I don't even know if I'm supposed to be talking about it, but by the time
It'll
this is
be
out,
yeah.
it'll already be out. And hopefully I'll survive and hopefully they don't take it back. Like actually we saw your stories this morning. I think this is a really bad idea.
I'll make sure it comes out after. That's congrats. That's
I know.
so exciting.
I'm like, that is like the coolest thing ever. But I also like, they were like, we can't pay to fly you out there. I was like, okay, so I'm spending money for this one really cool post on social media. So there you go. Because most of the people don't. I was like, I'm fucking going out there. Are you kidding me? And that's the thing. That's the key to success is just look like you're doing shit on the internet. It doesn't matter if you're not doing shit.
Yeah.
They don't need no one needs to know except for who listens to the episode that I paid to go out there. They don't need to know. They didn't even know that this was like a sad gift to a friend. A hand-me-down like, I think Lisa needs a pick-me-up. They didn't know. They don't know. For all I know, I'm just so successful.
Who cares? I feel like there's so many actors and stuff who are like broke for like when it looks like they're already successful for a long time. I just watched the documentary on the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, that weird guy. And like,
I mean, there's a lot of them.
it was the newest documentary on like, it's like the Nickelodeon one, but actually very different from that one. It was about the guy who repped them and they got their first big paycheck after being super successful. It was, I think, the Backstreet Boys first, and it was for $10,000. And they're like, wait, we've been busting our ass off.
Oh, yeah. I mean, think about how many actors in SAG and stuff. Like, when all the strikes were coming out last year, like, people were like, you guys make so much money, blah, blah. It's like, I made money off this one big film. And now that streaming services have kind of, like, messed up how people distribute it, like, the profits and stuff, it's like half of, they don't. Trust me, 90%. You want my sister came to town. She's like, I want to see a celebrity. I was like, let's just go to a dive bar in the valley. They're all hanging out there doing karaoke for $3 beers because that's all they can afford after a full day of work. Okay, they're not at the fucking Soho House in WeHo. No, that's where all the men who cheat on their wives go. Okay, all the celebrities, they're here at the chimney sweep that's now shut down. But you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They're normal people.
Yeah,
with check marks. That's the only difference between them and us is that they have
just
fucking
check mark.
That's it. Yeah.
But did you buy that for $5 a month now?
$10 a month.
Oh,
not doing it, man.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Sorry, I'd rather repay for Netflix before having a check mark. Because this is the curse of the check mark that I didn't realize. Because I have one on Twitch. Because you get one on Twitch if you become a partner, which means that you have like a decent viewership, right? Okay. It doesn't do anything from you, but to no longer look like you're like a underdog discoverable person. So once you get that check mark, it's like, I guess if you're booking comedy shows and stuff, they're like, oh, this person's really like famous, blah blah. But if you're trying to get like gigs or recognized and stuff, they're not looking for people who already have made it. They're looking for like the underdogs and the babies. So I'm still a baby. I'm a baby on a billboard. A baby on a billboard.
You have to bring your stickers and pass them out while you're over there.
Yeah, but that's a lot of money. Each sticker was like $1. But here you go.
Never mind.
You can give me $1. I'll give you a sticker. There you go. But the stickers have been like a good, like, this is who I am. Like, I'm really now narrowing down on the niche part of my things, but I also realize I still want the normies to follow me. I'm like, no, I have normal jokes too. Give me a week, I'll post one. It's fine.
All right, wait. So what were you gonna say about you had a new discovery with the algorithm or followers? You just
I started using Reddit a lot.
I've heard.
Yeah.
I've been told this. I've been told to use Reddit and Snapchat, and as much as I believed it, didn't deny it all. I just like haven't yet.
Yeah, my Reddit, to be fair, is like very specific for niche stuff. But like I started posting my clips in niche communities. Like I posted like one of my like I obviously posted my Elden Ring joke and the gaming stuff and like my Dark Souls one, my anime one, but I even posted one about dating apps and like dating stories. And like I just realized like people are like, oh my god, like that's so relatable. Yeah, I'm gonna post my Panda Express one, the Panda Express
like
Reddit.
that
I didn't like, because Reddit is very community based, but I didn't really think about it until recently. And now that I'm like, I don't really want to invest time in Snapchat because it makes you feel really millennial just saying it.
Old being on Snapchat.
Saying Snapchat is like MySpace to me. Like Snapchat is what I used when I was like blacked out drunk and didn't want anyone to see me except for the 10 people watching that night. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, I started using Reddit, and then a lot of people from Reddit like started coming to like my Twitch and like my Instagram, and that's been like really helpful for me. So
okay, that's a good note, a good reminder too. It's just so weird to me how many times I have to be reminded to do something.
You also need to remember, numbers don't fucking matter. They don't. I'm like at 70,000 now, and I'm like, I don't have any gigs here. And
no, but it matters. It's all like building up. It's just like a credit where they're like, I want credits so bad, and then other people are like, you don't need credits, but it's piling them up. It's like just like accumulating.
Well, all 70,000 of you should give me exactly $1. Just $1, and all my acne from stress will just go away. Like,
isn't that crazy to think that if everyone gave $1, like it is so weird to think that.
Yeah, or just one person gave me $70,000. That'd be great too.
Whatever way you want it to come in.
I have like a wish list for my stream where I like post like, oh yeah, like if I need wire management stuff or like a new mic stand, like I just put it in my wish list because I'm like, I don't want to buy it. Like it's not something I need. But people started buying stuff from my wish list, which I love, and I'm very grateful for it. But now I'm like, do you just want to give me the money? Can I put my Venmo in my Amazon wish list, and you can just donate money to that? That'd be really great.
You probably could just put your Venmo in your bio.
Mine is. Everyone's like, I'm gonna skip over that. Damn. Instead, I'm gonna buy her Animal Crossing. That'll make her money. Can I pay taxes and all my drink tickets and Animal Crossings?
Oh shucks. Well, I guess it's better than you buying it, or like
No, it's great. I would never. If anyone ever buys me anything, I'm grateful for it. Like I still think about when someone bought me a coffee 6 months ago. I'm like, I stole you a coffee. They're like, I'm not your friend anymore. I'm like, I still owe you coffee though.
Yeah, I'll get you the coffee.
I dropped someone's half a churro yesterday at Universal Studios, and I went to bed thinking about it. I was like, oh my god, I owe you half a churro. I owe you like $3 of a churro. And he's like, why are you still thinking about this?
I love theme park churros. I like Disney churros more than Universal churros.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I haven't made it that far yet. In my LA
I'm sure they probably
living.
taste exactly the same. Wait, have you not been to Disneyland?
No, I have. I just haven't had the churros of Disneyland.
Oh, okay. We're going to go, we said once it cools down. Once it's not roasting and kid from summer camp is there.
I wore long sleeves to Universal yesterday in 100-degree weather, and everyone was giving me shit about it, and everyone's dying and burning up. I was like, I'm sweating, but it's all inside, baby. And also, my tattoo's not ruined at all. Yeah, and then it got cold that night. I was like, oh, who's the bitch now with the fucking jacket? Okay, I'm a long sleeves outdoor person. I've very much become that.
I get it. I wear the long sleeve while hiking. You don't have to wear the sunscreen.
Listen, we're in our 30s. This is the fastest we're gonna age is gonna be in our 30s, so we gotta And then it's 50s and then we're 100. There you go.
No. I guess then we could let it all go though.
Yeah. I mean, I already started. Stop trading my hair. That's the first step.
Yeah, but you can't
Next
say
I'll be
that
like-
because your hair's looking better.
But next time I'll be like, I'm going to stop brushing my hair. Next I'll be like, you know what? Showers, not really worth it. You know,
Overrated.
there you go. Just keep going down the list of things to stop doing. It's great.
Oh. Yeah, well, I just want to go to Disney and then let the world go to shit. That's all. Oh, Ollie.
Oh no!
We
Now
got
my
Ollie.
now my pants are gonna shit itself
It's
because I got
okay.
all the fiber on there. Listen, I've been obsessed with linen pants. This is all I wear. I'm like an old Japanese woman now.
You can pull them off though.
All I wear is like high waist. I just look like a teacher. It's great. It's the best thing ever.
I don't think I could rock those. I don't think I would look good in them.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I bought like 3 pairs from Uniqlo and I'm like, I get it. Like as I get older, I realize why women wear so comfy, like loose clothes. You know what I mean?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
I'm like, God, I get it now. Satin jammies. I wear satin jammies.
I
to
wear
bed.
satin
I have
jammies.
silk pajamas. I got my little bonnet. I was like, oh my God, this is what grandmas were right. This is why they have nightgowns.
Yeah.
I'm learning now. I'm just slowly becoming an old Japanese woman and I'm not even Japanese. That's the craziest thing.
I love a nice pajama set. I don't think until like my 30s I got nice pajamas. Our generation was just you wear a big shirt and flannels. I don't know. Nothing
I don't- I sleep
attractive.
naked. If someone broke my house, I'd be like, just
They would just get a boner and leave.
yeah. If my house caught on fire, I'm just running outside naked again. I was like, I don't have. What am I gonna grab? A jacket?
Don't say that. People might start setting your place on fire.
Yeah.
We're just gonna pull the fire alarm.
Yeah.
Let's- I don't want to commit a crime
Yes,
here.
they're gonna
Yeah.
set my. They're like, if I set Lisa's place on fire, she might run outside nude. So that's a risk I'm willing to take. You know.
Oh boy. Okay, let's get into some weekly wieners.
I know, and also I just noticed this.
Isn't it beautiful?
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's got a guy and he hooked it up.
I need one of those.
Put it on your wish list.
Just actually, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, let's get into some Is it the
Okay.
wieners first or the stories?
We're gonna
first?
do wieners first. Something or someone that bugs you more than it should have.
Somebody who mistakes kindness for flirting.
Ooh,
It's a good one,
that
right?
is drinks
Look
going
at
down.
you. You're like, that is a good one.
That's a really good one.
Yeah, because I've noticed now, because you know it has to go back with like the following and stuff. Now that I'm doing a a lot more of like my own booked shows, I'm actually getting more of my audience coming out, and like I'm nice to everybody, you know, like you like you're so nice and bubbly to everybody. But I hate when people think because you're nice to someone or someone's nice to you means that they're interested.
Totally.
There was this clip that I watched recently that I want to tell you about. Kevin Hart was on a big Twitch streamer's stream. His name's like Kai Cenat. He's the biggest Twitch streamer of all time.
Okay.
This guy makes millions of dollars a month streaming. And he had a woman on there and he was interviewing her and she was just like sitting there talking and being nice. In front of millions over thousands of people, he just goes, oh my God, I'm just so like, do you want to go on a date sometime? Like just puts her in the spot.
live.
Yeah.
Like, while
wow.
recording.
And she's doing the thing that we do, like, oh, you're so funny, blah, blah. He goes, no, I'm serious. I'm just like so smitten by you. Because like, yeah, she was gorgeous. She was like so nice and sweet, but he just like threw that at her under pressure, right? And she rejected him live and was all
Good.
bummed about it. And his stream was like, oh, how could you do that? Blah, 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 right?
How could you do that? How could he do that?
Well, Kevin Hart came on to Kai Cenat's stream and he showed him that clip and was laughing. And Kevin just got really serious. He goes, what the fuck is your problem? And he's like, you look so embarrassing right now. Like this girl gave you nothing to show you that she was interested. She was just being interviewed. She was just so happy to be attractive and like sweet. And you took that as her flirting. Like she is in your life. Like the whole thing was such a red flag. But I've been getting those interactions a lot lately with certain people who might listen to this. But you know what? Lesson learned, bitch. Because like, I'll have like people come out to my comedy shows. Like I have a friend, like I befriended them through Twitch and they came to a bunch of my comedy shows, right? And like it's that parasocial thing again. they came to like 3 shows, and after the show I was just like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna get a drink, do you want to like get a drink with me, you know, at the bar, because they were clearly not leaving and I was at the bar drinking, and it was a thing where it's like, okay, I didn't want to say okay bye, but I was like, oh, I'll just, you know, I'll invite him for a drink, and we're hanging out and like talking, there's other people there. And the other night, he like messages me on Instagram. He was like, wow, is it just me or did I get really flirtatious vibes from you? I was like, nope, it's just you.
Oh
like,
my God.
Yeah. And I've had another incident too where like someone just straight up asked me out while we're hanging out together, like in a group of friends. And it's just like, and like
so
telling our friends about it, like being like, oh, don't tell Lisa I like have a crush on her, and of course my friends are gonna tell me because of like
but you know they're telling the friends hoping that they actually do talk to you.
But also my friends being women are like, just a warning, like there isn't I had a funny interaction
not what he wanted them
I had
to
a
say.
funny interaction with someone yesterday. I'm like, this is how you know what time in your life you're at, because we're all in our 30s, right? We're all like trying to figure out who we want to be with and what in dating and stuff, and not even like thinking about how I came off. I wanted to know if someone was interested in having kids, but instead of saying, are you planning on having children, I said, you're not planning on having children, are you? Like it was like, you could tell exactly where my mind was at. It's like that same situation. So yeah, it's just a thing where it's like, I get it. I'm really big fan of like, shoot your shot. If you're interested in someone, like shoot your shot, but like don't be surprised if they're not interested, and don't be like, but you've been so nice to me and you invited me out, and it's like, well, yeah, because we were in the moment hanging out, but like, did I ever like girls, we know if we want to flirt with someone, we just give them the eyes, you know, like they know. We're just feral all the time. Like, but men are so dumb. They're like, she said hi to me. She clearly is down to fuck. Oh my God. So yeah, that's a good one.
That is such a good one. It is so weird that a lot of guys will think being nice. There's like just some like, it's not passing through the right point of view.
No, it's the reason why women have their whole lives had to make up the excuse like, oh, I have a boyfriend. Because like we have a natural fear of rejection from men because we're animals and men have power over us, but also like men don't see how they have that power over you. So they think like, oh, this woman's being really nice because she's interested. Not, she's being really nice because I might kill her if she's not. Like I might murder her if she doesn't say hi to me back.
And women are caring. Like we care about other people's
Yeah,
feelings.
we're empathetic.
So
Like
we'll make you feel good.
and also we're always in pain. Like we don't want to inflict the pain on other people. It's like we deserve so much better. So yeah, and I hate it because it's gone to the point where I get really annoyed. Like it's like I always pull the thing. It's like, dude, like I'm nice. I'm nice to everyone, but it's like, oh, you came to my comedy show. I'm not gonna be mean to you after you came and paid money and supported me. No. But like, don't come in and like, but you were so nice and blah blah. Like this just tells me that you don't have healthy relationships with women. Like you don't have good relationships with like female friends. Like it used to be a green flag for me in my 20s when the guys I dated didn't have women friends because, you know, we're jealous, like envious. But now that I'm older, I'm like, if you don't have any healthy friendships with women, I don't trust how you are with women, because it means that they cut off those boundaries with you, you creep them out, or you just assume every woman wants to fuck you. And it's like, no. In fact, most people don't.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I can't believe that one's ever been brought up before. That's a really good one.
I think it's really important to talk about, too, especially in a thing where it's like we want to be successful in our fields. But in our fields, like, we have to be likable. And it's the parasocial thing. It's like, you don't want to be too likable, though. Like, I have all these clips right now about, oh, I'm single, blah, blah, blah. So I'm constantly in DMs.
Oh, no.
Which are so funny because I get DMs from guys that are gamers, where it's like, even me having the same interests as you still belittle me in a way where it's like, they'll be like, oh, my God, you play Elden Ring? Let me help you. I'm like, bitch, I don't need your fucking help. Let me help you. Actually, let me come to your world and murder you, you know, just for that comment. It's like, I am interested in the same things as you, and I'm still not an equal. You still have to come swoop me in like a man with a gun when somebody arrives to your apartment, like, oh, don't worry, I'll save you. Except for it's like a katana in a video game. Like that, it's no. It's just so funny. It's like all these DMs from guys being like, I'll come rescue you. And it's like, do you live with your mom? Because I can smell the Cheeto dust through the messages right now, okay? I don't need your help, okay? I literally talk about how I've beaten this game, and you're like, yeah, but she still needs help.
He's not even listening to what you said.
I mean, do men ever? Am I right, Mike?
What'd you say?
Yeah.
Nailed it.
It's just something I've had to like navigate. It's like the whole thing of like having to put up boundaries, and like I still have the thing where it's like, well, yeah, I invited you to come drink because I didn't want to say, well, I'm gonna hang out with my friends, you have a good night. Like I should have done that. And I think something I don't know if you have this issue, but I have this issue, especially as a single woman, is I have to start putting my foot down a lot more. Like I have to be like, no, absolutely not. No more making up the I have a boyfriend excuse. I'm just gonna be like, no, I don't like you.
Yes, it's so funny. Matt and I were talking about this morning of like how being honest is like, we have two different jokes where we both have the same kind of thought process. Is how like I want to make a joke about how I hate making plans, and then it's like, because you can't just be honest. Like with every scenario in life, if you say how you really feel, then you're an asshole,
Right? Yeah.
so you can't.
Yeah, and it's like I'm glad that I have my like closest best friends. Like my best friend Sam and I, we would be like, we both have the night off, want to hang out. She goes, no,
Yeah.
you can come over and bring your Switch because I won't pay attention to you. I'm like, perfect, we'll just do that. Like it's like, yeah, like being honest sucks sometimes, but it's like I just have to learn to just not try to be nice about things as much, because it's like I'm 34, I don't have time to like cater to everyone's feelings. Like I'll make new friends on Instagram. I've made a lot of new friends on Instagram recently from like the followings and stuff, and immediately they're like, we should hang out sometime. It's like, you don't know me, I don't know you. We just add each other. Like see what our friendship vibe on here is for like 6 months before you try to like I posted my plants today and everyone's like, ooh, let me get a clipping of that, and I was like, I don't know you, and no, I'm not gonna hurt my baby. I'll probably kill it if I try to clip it. It's just so many things. Like I get really excited when I meet somebody, whether it's like a romantic interest or a friendship, and I'm like, I'd get along with that person really well, but I always like try to like give them like time. It's like, especially when you live in LA, it's like we both live in the same city. If this friendship is meant to be, it will meant to be. Like I had to set a boundary with dating too. Like so many guys that I date, like when we break up, they just want to be my friend. I'm like, I don't want to be your friend. I'm not on Hinge to find friends.
That is so weird.
Yeah, and I get it. I'm dope as fuck. But like, yeah, they like, I miss you. But like, I don't miss you. I went on Hinge to find someone to date, not to be their bestie. No. I'm not going to like listen to your problems. I'm not going to text you back. I'm not going to send you memes. No, I got what I wanted. You don't want it back. I'm cutting this off like that. And like, there is some times where it's like, I have a 3-month rule. It's like no contact for 3 months. And if this person is still someone I would consider a friend, I need to make sure that all those romantic, sexual feelings are gone, and then I'll be their friend. But it's like, I'm not going to be your friend just to make you feel better about yourself. No, like this is uncomfortable for me. Also, I know enough men. I don't need any more men in my life. Okay. The next man in my life is my husband. Okay. That's it. No more male friends. All right. Unless they're like really famous and have money. That's the only exception for friendships. And a check mark they didn't pay for. Those are it.
A legit blue check mark.
Yeah, there you go.
Listen up, boys.
Yeah.
No, those are good boundaries. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, man. My wiener is less good, shall we say. Yeah. But I think you'll be able to relate to this one. And I've been holding on to this one for someone who will get it. Oh, it drives me wild when your eyeshadow will break. First of all,
such different. Mine's like therapeutic. Like when your eyeshadow breaks.
I said very less of a better. It's a very different style of wiener. Maybe a baby wiener, but it does piss me off.
It does piss me off.
Not only does it break, that's one thing. I get it. They'll break. But sometimes they break without you even dropping it. I don't understand. But
when you're just pressing it a little, and then it just sprinkles everywhere.
Sprinkles. But this is the biggest part
wiener
of this. This is the biggest wiener of this little wiener, is that it'll get all over your makeup bag, all over all your brushes, all over everything, destroy the makeup bag. You have to buy a whole new makeup bag, take everything out and clean it, all from one little baby eyeshadow
I just did that
breaking.
yesterday. because I have one of those metal ones that open, and I got blush from the NYX brand. They sent me a bunch of blush. Shout out to them. But guess what? One of them was broken, and the cover of it broke. And I just tried to put it back on. I opened it up. It was everywhere. So I had to like wash it and like pressure spray it because it's glitter and it's white and black mesh. Being a woman is exhausting. This is why you need to leave us alone, okay?
We're cleaning our dirty makeup bags.
Have you ever done the trick though with like bronzer and like powder where they put the rubbing alcohol in it to stick it back together?
No.
There's I've seen so many TikToks on it, and because that's what I watch is cleaning videos, but like there's a trick you can use with
old Japanese woman.
Yeah, it's either, I think it's pretty sure it's rubbing alcohol. I don't think it's acetone, but it's like it basically makes it so it sticks back together, and then you can like pat it down, and then it'll be perfect again.
I'll have to
but
try
I was like,
that.
but at that point, it's already everywhere.
Yeah, the bag's ruined.
What am I do? Scrape it into the little tiny thing? I'm not that poor. I'll just steal a new one.
Yeah,
you know.
And I don't buy any makeup that's that expensive to where I kind of would rather just buy the new one than do all of that,
or just steal it. Just go to Target.
Oh man, so the makeup that broke, it was a brown eyeshadow. I bought brown and black, but then I wanted to return the black to get another brown because the powder like is like falling, and I don't want black falling. It looks like I got punched.
You look like Alice Cooper.
Yeah, it's not a good look. So I wanted to go exchange it for the brown, not opened, and they go, "Do you have the receipt?" And I go, "No," and they're like, "Sorry."
Be like, did you pay for it a card?
Oh, then yeah. So then I think she checked the card, and she said it's been too long. But I wanted so badly to just swap it.
What store was this?
Sephora.
I don't know if you can steal from Sephora.
I just wanted to put the one I paid for.
Let us
right
know
there.
after in the comments if you stole from Sephora and how you did it.
Did you see the lady that blasted Sephora on Instagram?
No, for what? Is it the same thing?
She got fired.
Was it you?
She got fired, and then she like blasted everything they do wrong there, but I can't retain anything.
It's probably nothing important. It's like, this one expired a month ago. I'm like, I've been using mascara for 7 years. So I literally I didn't know literally until the thing that has like the 12, the 6. That's how many months you have before you have to throw it away on your makeup.
Know that I was this many days.
I literally have had the same eyeshadow kit since like 2018. I still use. I don't give a fuck. I have lipstick from like high school. And I was like, it's mold, right? I'm like, my lips are bomb though. Yeah, all the stinging, that's not mold. That's the little glass shards they put in it to make them plump, right?
I didn't know.
Now I have fungus all over my face. It's fine.
It's green.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't know makeup expired.
Yeah, apparently it does. You didn't hear that from me, actually. I was just kidding. But yeah, it's like, but even then, because it's like powder, it's not like, I guess if it's like liquid, it makes sense because liquid can get like, it can like separate and be gross. But I'm like, I don't know. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking, yeah. I don't give a shit. Do you think I can afford buying new makeup every year?
It says pencil style eyeliners, gel eyeliners, and lip pencils can be used for up to a year. I guess
go to risks of a used expired makeup. I'm let's dig in here.
Okay.
Big risk is someone might mistake your kindness for flirting. Fuck! Damn it!
Oh no!
First thing it says. I gotta throw away my eyeliner.
That explains it.
18 months? Okay, that's not good. But it bacteria, okay, it's fine.
I think we're fine.
Change in color of the product over time. Oh, see, that's not that bad.
No.
Separation, just put it back together, Just get back together. It's fine. Irritation, redness. As long as I don't get like fucking fungus, I'm okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't stress it.
Fine, whatever. Anyways.
Man, I just can't get over how much better your wiener was than mine.
I mean, that's actually a really good wiener. Because like mine is just like, I'm always thinking on like a serious level that I need to make it funny because I'm fucked in the head. And you're just like, I just hate when my makeup breaks. I'm like, you know what? That's a good wiener, actually.
Okay, let's do this. They're both good wieners.
They're great wieners.
They're both great wieners.
Yeah, there you go. Don't be hard on your wiener.
Okay, I won't. Okay, so now we'll get into embarrassing stories.
Embarrassing stories. My most embarrassing story happened recently.
Ooh, freshy.
Because I mean, you just know as a comedian, you just make jokes about the people in your life, right? Like you have jokes about your relationship, but you never actually say their name because you're like, who knows? This could work for the next boyfriend. It doesn't matter, right? Well, I had a clip go very viral recently.
Woo! Woo!
But what's fun? So here's the funny thing about my last 2 clips is they went viral only to that community because all the comedians like, why is this viral? It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, yeah, it's not for you, bitch. It's for the gaming community.
Hey, someone watches it. Someone watched
But I
it.
had a dream. I had a joke that I posted about how, and the story itself is hilarious. And what I'm bummed is I posted the joke and it went viral, but that's not how I want to say the joke anymore.
That's okay.
Yeah. So now it's like, okay, I just got to rework how I delivered it. I'm not happy with the delivery, but the delivery went viral. I'm pissed about it.
That's how things work.
That's just because we're hard on ourselves.
Yeah.
But I had a story about how I was dating a guy when Elden Ring came out, and it's a really, really good game. And the minute he started playing it, I never heard from him again. I was like, that's how good the game was, is that I never heard from him again. Like, he downloaded it, and I was like, okay, have fun. We'll hang out Friday. Dead silence for like a whole month. But before that, I added him on PS5, and this is the part of the joke I want to explain because people don't know what that means.
Okay.
But basically, when you add someone on PS5, you can see when they go live and what they're playing. You know, it's like how we had statuses on MySpace and AIM and shit. So in the moments he's not texting me back, I am watching him on the app, playing the game, and ignoring all my messages. I felt like I was literally watching myself get cheated on. That's what I said in the joke. I'm watching you fuck this other woman and being like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm so busy. I'm like, I can see what you're doing. I'm not an idiot, right? And then we didn't talk for like 2 months. I ignored him on the PS. I think I might have removed him from the app because I was like, I don't want to see this. Which is so funny because it's like, if this guy was out fucking people, I would be way more devastated. But because I know he's at home playing video games and has his phone next to him, I'm like, I'm even more offended.
Yeah, you're there.
I'm literally sending you a titty photo and you're like, hold on, I got this boss real quick. We didn't hear from each other for months, and then we like became friends again. I re-added him on PS5. I was like, oh, that's why we're friends, is because you beat the fucking game. Okay. Now you're ready to go back and be like, and then his excuse was like, I was going through a lot. Okay. Like, I found out shit about my dad and blah, blah, blah. I was like, no,
you were still on.
Listen, I calculated the hours you put in the game in the last month you didn't talk to me, right? I posted that clip, right? And it went really viral and it was very funny. And the reason why I didn't really care about it is because the whole point of the joke is that this game has cock blocked me 3 times with 3 different men on 3 different occasions. I have 2 other jokes that I'm probably not going to post because what happened is that the guy messaged me and was like, hey.
No way.
He was like, is that joke about me? I was like, it's about someone. And he was like, Lisa, what the fuck? He was like, I really was going through some shit. I was like, don't start this now.
Yeah.
Listen, we broke up. Okay, you made your decision when you cheated on me with this video game. Okay. But he messaged me, and like getting the message just made my heart sink because him and I just recently started being friends again. Like he would like come into my stream sometimes and hang out, and I was like, oh, it's really nice to see his face again. Like I did the boundary thing where we didn't talk to each other for months, so I could get over everything.
Feelings are gone.
And then if they want to weasel their way back in my life,
Weasel.
that's my name. Then I'll casually be someone's friends. I don't hate them. We're not gonna hang out, but I have no reason to hate this person. And now it's all awkward because now we have gotten past the whole like, oh, remember when we liked each other and now we don't? And now it's like, now you're writing jokes about me. He goes, you should credit me for that joke for being in it. I was like, I don't think you want me to actually at all. So that was a little embarrassing because it's like, now we are friends. And then it's like, okay, never mind. I'm sorry. I did this thing. And now he was like, it's fine. It's hilarious. But what the fuck, Lisa? And I was like, but then I posted another one recently about a different video game doing the same thing. And then that guy found out I wrote about him. He goes, are you talking about when we played that game together? I was like,
way.
I don't like how because the jokes are so niche, the men invited with them know that I'm talking about them. It's not like you're like, oh, my boyfriend couldn't make me come or my ex couldn't make me come. It's like, that could be any
all
ex.
of them.
That could be all of them, right? But then this is so specific to these games that all of them knew exactly what was about him. It's like, Lisa, what the are we just material for your stand-up? I was like, oh, I mean, you weren't.
You did the thing.
But you made it. You made the material.
That's what I'm saying. They created this.
Yeah, you could have turned off your notifications on PS5 so I couldn't see what you were doing. You could have unfriended me on that. You could have just straight up said, hey, I'm going to play this game and not talk to you ever again. The joke would have been way different. So that was my embarrassing story, is that when people find out that you write jokes about them.
That's great. That is good.
I don't know about that, but yeah.
No, I think it's great. And they went viral, so it really all worked out.
Yeah, I didn't make any money off it, but good old Instagram.
Did you post them on Facebook?
Yeah, I did, but my Facebook's not as good as Instagram.
Damn it.
It's okay.
Guess we got to post on Snapchat.
I did post them on Reddit. I didn't get any money, but I did get a bunch of weird messages from men who probably live with their mom. So that's what I attract. That's what I'm gonna marry. I'm gonna marry a man out of his mom's basement. We'll have a ceremony on the porch. That's the first step in our relationship.
Oh my gosh. Have you dated, do you prefer dating guys that are gamers or not gamers?
Not gamers. I think we've established why. I mean, like, I think it's a thing where it's like, it is nice to date people who have similar interests, but one of the things I love about dating is I like getting to know the things that my partner's like. Like, when I date a guy who was the drummer of like a jazz band and played in all these bands, like, it's like I loved exploring that type of music and not being into it. Like, same thing when I dated like soccer players. I played soccer but wasn't as into it, so they taught me all about like the football teams and like Europe and shit, and I was like, I don't fucking care. But dating guys with a similar interest is nice. Like, we can bond on things, but at the same time, like, gamers are so introverted and like I'm not like other gamers. And because of that, they're hard to date. Like, the reason why they get in these games is because they're either really comfortable being alone, or it's because like the hobbies have taken over the relationships they would have developed with women. So every experience I've had dating a gamer has not been the best. I was engaged to a gamer who was amazing, but he also like went to the gym and had a day job and left the house and had friends. Like, it's a very rare type. It's like finding, a very rare Pokemon, you just really got to catch them all first before you find that one. But no, I think in my experiences, I think it's more exciting to date someone who isn't into it, because as you date, then you can be like, oh, why do you like this thing so much? And then you see someone experience it for the first time. That's why reaction videos are big on like YouTube and TikTok, is because people like to see people react to things that they love.
That's true.
Yeah, that's what I've learned from streaming. Like, when my stream's like, you need to play this game, it's because they've played it and they're like, I'm excited to see how Lisa reacts to this thing. It's like when someone shows you a YouTube video and they're like, yeah. Is that funny? Are you laughing at the parts that I laugh at?
I was gonna say, when someone shows you their favorite movie, I hate when someone will play me their favorite movie. Yeah, I'm like,
they give you the feral eyes.
Oh, and I'm like, this doesn't have the nostalgia that you grow up with. Like, you can't like,
except for Wayne's World. That's the only movie I can grow up with, and it still lasts. But I know what you mean.
But I'm saying, like, if you have the nostalgia, you grew up with it, then just showing somebody a movie later, you're like, it's not gonna hit the same.
Yeah, no, because you don't have the childhood memories that go with it or whatever. Yeah, and it's annoying because they're like, if you don't like it like they do, they get so disappointed. But like, I feel like when you're with a partner, they care more about seeing why it interests you specifically because they love you. Me, if I'm hanging out with a friend, like, do you want to watch this weird fucking movie from the 1970s? I'm like, no.
If you can't fake like Sandlot, you're dead to me.
I mean, that's nostalgic to everyone. Speaking of which, one of the this is what I mean. Going back to my sister wanting to meet celebrities. I went to the Oaks Tavern like 3 months ago, and like 2 people from the Sandlot were there singing karaoke. They are very terrifying men now, but they all sell like NFTs and shit. I'm like, of course you do. So that's what happens to male childhood actors.
Or they're felons, because there's a lot of people in Sandlot, and they went a lot of different directions.
Yeah, well, 2 of them went to Oaks Tavern, so that's the direction they went, is karaoke on a Tuesday in Sherman Oaks. There you go.
Okay, guys, you know where to find them.
But yeah, so yeah, I would say my experience is it's also like, when I'm dating someone, I like it takes me out of my comfort zone. So it's like, I want to date someone who's like into like sporting events and concerts and stuff. I want to go do stuff. Like, I like sitting at home and doing nothing too, but it's exciting to go do things with somebody that you're interested in. And if I'm like, okay, I know you spent 200 hours on Elden Ring, but we should probably go somewhere that isn't Chipotle. And they'll be like, I don't know. I don't want to shower. So it's good times. Maybe this is him, Thomas Geary.
This is Smalls, and he just got in trouble for pulling a knife out in front of his neighbor's ring cam and then throwing a dumbbell through their Jeep.
Oh,
and then that night he went to Oaks Tavern.
This was right before you saw him. Wow.
No, that doesn't look like. Is that LA? It doesn't look like LA.
Yeah, the palm tree.
I mean, no, wow.
So, LA or Florida, call it.
Wait,
he's acting like
now
it's Florida.
I need to figure out who it was, because he was very much like, he mentioned Sandlot like 4 times. Like, we get it, buddy. You love that movie.
It's so awkward when someone keeps doing that.
There's a really good TikTok. It was actually a Vine from years ago when it's like when you show friends your favorite movies from the early 2000s and it's like a cutaway to the dialogue where it's like, oh, the prom queen passed on your bed. We should mess with her. And it's like, these movies were so...
Oh my God.
And he's like, let's just ignore the predatory stuff. It actually gets really funnier. And then over time, it just gets worse. They're like, dude, I want to fuck her mom so bad. We should spy on her naked. And it's like... You start to realize how bad all those movies were. And you're like, no wonder why most of these child actors turned out terrible people. But yeah, it's that thing where it's like, ugh.
Man.
Not to ramble about my dating preferences, but
no.
What was your embarrassing story?
So I have a new joke I'm working on that. So it comes. Okay, so. I don't know, how do I say
Whose bed did you pee on?
I'm on a roll right now. Although every time I do a pee joke, this guy comments, when's the last time you've peed? I'm like, I tell you this every time that like, I haven't peed the bed in a minute.
I do love that people like keep track of your bladder activity now.
Yeah. I'm trying to get this pee companies to sponsor. I had a Zoom call.
What do you mean by pee company?
It's like it's on Pornhub. No.
It's like, let's back up here.
It's a pill, so they're sending me some to start using it. So I'm excited. That could be cool.
That is great.
less.
Yeah, but then your whole personality would be gone.
It will really change me.
Yeah. It's like me taking a pill to stop playing video games. It's just like I have nothing for you guys.
Right? We can't do that. So no, that's not it.
It's a very direct name for that.
No, it's like when a restaurant will just say what it is, Mexican or sushi. You're like, okay, what's your name?
Yeah.
Be more creative. Do more. Okay, so I'm trying to write a joke about because I'm so bad in relationships with communication. Of like, I guess the setup would be like I'm in a healthy relationship finally. To where like every time I have a problem, I'll make sure to say it straight to my best friend's face. Like every time I have a problem with my partner, I'll say it straight to my best friend's face
without even hesitation.
And like a joke is just kind of like how like with the things we want to say to our partner, the things we should just say exactly the same directly to them, we just say to our friends.
Like, what's a good example?
So I'll just make something up that's not true. Like, oh, like yada yada.
Your friend didn't make you come.
I'll say, okay, Matt never dresses the bed, which he does, but just as an example, Matt never dresses the bed. And then saying, instead of going like a real adult saying, Matt, can you please start dressing the bed more? I go, Grace.
I need you to make my bed for me.
Matt doesn't dress the bed. Like I'll be telling my friend what I should just be telling my boyfriend to do.
So you're projecting onto your friend.
Instead of having clear communication with my partner. But I think that's something that like a lot of people do when they have problems. They'll tell their friends.
I haven't had a partner in a very long time. But yes, totally understand it.
But you just bitch to your friends and your family like about the thing and like and then expect the partner to fix it.
Yeah.
When they don't even know they're doing anything wrong.
Women are really good at doing that.
I know.
But I have become fiery over time. Like because I was such a good liar in my 20s. I'm such a bad liar now.
That's so funny you said that. Because I was talking to my mom about this joke and I said the part I'm going to do after this is talking about how I'm the worst liar. And that's why I'm bad at communication.
And that's why that's good is that like if you're a bad liar, then like I've become to the point where I'm like, can I just say something right now? And it's like, I'm taking a shit. I'm like, I need it. It needs to come out right now to be fixed. I mean, I vent so much like, because, you know, like since I moved to LA, it's like, I mean, you know, the roller coaster of dating stuff. It's like, yeah, I do the same thing, but it's like, but also in my head, I'm like, I also don't want to communicate this to a man because a man wouldn't know how to communicate it back.
True.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how your relationship is like, but most of the guys are dating like, oh, I'm sorry, babe. I didn't even realize I was cheating on you.
Can I use that as the tag?
Please do, actually, because I'm never going to write a joke like this. Hey, I need to be in a
so
relationship
funny.
for like 5 years first in order to make this joke. But like, yeah, I totally get that. It's the same with other friends. Sometimes like I'll have drama with one friend and think it's from another friend, and then address the drama with that friend and be like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, you don't remember the other day? Oh God, that was someone else, not you. Never mind. You're great. I just gotta go, and I gotta go yell at this girl now. There you go.
My bad, wrong number.
Hey, you do that. Be like, I need you to stop fucking women. I didn't know I was doing that. It's fine.
When did I do that?
But wait, what was embarrassing about it?
It's just like more like a miserable moment I'm trying to turn into a joke.
A misery
like,
loves Mandy.
Misery loves Mandy.
Moment.
Just because I'm like
Mandy-festing, a good joke.
Manifesting. I really am though. When it comes to conversation, my body goes through like a feels like a full-blown panic attack. Like if I have something I need to say, my body breaks down.
Well, when we broke up, I'm
talking about with a partner.
I mean, okay.
Wow.
I am learning a lot right now.
A boyfriend. We were partners.
I feel like, well, it's also one of the things where it's like when you start to notice someone's on the same page as you, it gets so much easier to like address it. But the thing is, like, men aren't as intuitive as women are. Like,
that's true.
Yeah, like they won't even notice that they're not doing anything wrong, and you have to say it to them. And sometimes you feel like it's a thing where it's like, oh, women are so bossy and whiny. It's like, no, I just want you to do this one thing. This one thing. Make the bed. Put all 47 pillows on there. I've seen your bedroom. Okay, your bedroom looks like a display bed at a Sears. It's beautiful. Just like, why is there so many pillows?
That's so funny.
Be like, I would make the bed if there wasn't 47 pillows to put on it. There's your new tag. There you go. Yeah.
That is good. That's good.
No, it's a good embarrassing moment. That's why I just don't have friends or relationships now. I just never communicate with anybody.
You're good at communicating. Are you kidding me?
That's because I have to be. I'm a bad liar. You can see it in my eyes. I can't lie on this podcast ever because everyone's like, oh, Lisa looked at the wall again. Like, yeah, I've been fucking so many people lately.
Your head just goes, his turns back.
I definitely have a lot of money. So much money. In fact, I'm going to take one of these to go.
It's so funny. All right, well, today is going to be the first day of a new segment we're doing called
Lisa's Lair. We're going to every episode Lisa comes onto the show for 10 minutes.
People would actually probably love that. It's called Misery Loves Company.
Oh.
So it's going to be a miserable story from somebody else.
Like a secondhand embarrassment story?
Yes.
Oh God. Oh my God. I don't even know. I don't think about other people, so maybe it's gonna be really hard actually.
Okay, I'm curious to think what you'll think about this. Okay, so this is I'm not gonna say the name. It's a friend's friend.
Watching anyone bomb on stage is usually my go-to. Because I hate it. I hate watching people bomb. Unless they're like,
I kind of love it.
Unless they're like someone really famous. I love watching them bomb. It feels so nice. I'd be like, that's right. You suck sometimes too.
I like watching a friend bomb in the way of like we can laugh together at how bad this room is. Yeah. Kind of thing. You're like,
I did get secondhand embarrassment the other day.
Really?
It has to do with a comedian. But they're not listening to this, so it's okay. Oh my God, actually it'd be really funny if they were. Because you've been doing comedy. You've been doing comedy for like 10 years, right? Yeah. So we're around the same. And like, so we've gone to the waves of like the encouragement, the discouragement, the rejection, blah, blah, blah. But like, we've gotten to a point now where it's like, yes, you want to be more successful and it sucks when you're not getting booked on certain gigs. But you also know you don't take it personal anymore. Yeah. You're just like, there's so many comics, there's so many shows. Like, I'll work to that point. I'll work on it, blah, 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 right? I was watching this comic. We're all sitting at a table together. Oh, no. And they're just, like, complaining about how they always go to a certain mic and they never get booked on a show. So they're like, I just feel like, there's so many comedians in the city. And, like, I feel like I really stick out. I feel like I'm, like, so talented, blah, blah. And I'm constantly going to mics and I book shows and I do this. And, like, I just can't get booked on these shows. And just very much not acknowledging anyone else at the table. Just like, I need to complain about my problem, about how I am the special baby that deserves this treatment. I go, how long have you been in the comedy? Like, I just made my 2 years. And I was like, you sweet summer child.
2 years?
I was getting embarrassed for them because you could see the energy of all the other comedians just like... Right? And like, and what I did is I said, hey, I've been doing this shit for 10 years and I just moved to LA and I feel like I have to start over because no one here knows who I am. I have to fight to be on gigs that I would get paid way less than I did in Seattle. Like it is like, yes, being here is great. I meet a lot of wonderful people, but like you need to realize like your journey will change so much in the next 10 years.
So much.
I quit comedy for 2 years. Like you have no idea what's going to happen. You're just fresh. And when you first start out and you start getting those bookings, you get so excited. And then you go through it and you're like, those bookings kind of sucked. Or like, I realized I didn't care that much about it. He goes, you don't understand. You just don't really understand how it's like to start in the city and to deal with this. And it's like,
what?
Buddy. And all the comics at the table were just like, oh my God.
No way.
And I just like, I could feel it because I was like, you know what? I'm not going to try to give them advice. I'm just going to let them embarrass themselves in front of everyone at this table who's a seasoned comic. 2 of them are big touring national headliners. Another one like does, you know, like Comedy Store, blah, blah, like all people who have gone through the waves of like rejection and gone through the way. But it's like, I just made me think about when I was like 2 years in and feeling like that. I was like, I was getting booked on all these low pay. Like I have so many drink tickets in my wallet. Like how am I not getting more gigs? Cause that's how you got paid. It's like,
I never thought that when I first started. I don't think I thought that until 2 years ago where I'm like, because now, like, when you're, like, really in, you're like, okay, I really need this time because I have to get my headlining set. Like, I have to go on the road. I have to make money.
Yeah.
Like, I've done my time. I've done my bringer shows. I've been patient. I've been green.
That's why I just, like, book a lot of my own stuff outside of here because it's, like, sometimes clubs won't even look at me because I don't have a check mark, but or a special, or I'm not on Netflix, or I'm on a TV show. Like I get there's like many hoops you have to jump through, but I did go through a period for a while where I felt like I was so left out because I also didn't make close friends in comedy. When I first started comedy, I had a boyfriend and everyone was in their cliques and I was just with my boyfriend would come to my shows. I'd leave with him after. So I never developed like close friendships in comedy. And because of that, I've always felt unaccepted.
Aww.
So when I wasn't getting booked for stuff, I was like, I guess if I was closer to these people, blah blah. But I never embarrassed myself in front of an audience of
oh
comedians.
My God, you have to tell me after who
like
it is.
imagine if I just walked up one of my biggest thing I ever did like my first few years of comedy is when Bert Kreischer came to the Parlor and let me do like a 5-minute set just because. That's cool. They were just like, you want to just go up? Didn't even know who I was, just heard that I was a comedian and I did really good and I wrote on that for the rest of my life, right? And then he gave me a tag for a joke that I just started using literally a month ago and I posted it. It was the one about the alternative school. I just started using that joke because I tried to say it before and then I was like, I'm just gonna go back to what he said. But I remember like thinking like I was the shit for that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I wasn't. I was like, he doesn't even, if I ran into him now, he probably not even recognize who I am. You know what I mean?
But that's the thing, when you're green, you're not grounded in reality of the scene. You can't see what's happening clearly. It's all kind of,
it's like a honeymoon phase. Yeah. Like you don't understand the realism of like what it is to develop this part of your life. Same thing with Twitch. I started off super big in Twitch. Like I started off strong during the pandemic because no one was leaving the house. Mm-hmm. And now I'm like, I have to struggle to get people to watch me. Well, not anymore. I just give them the feral eyes. No, I'm just kidding. But no, it's still really hard. Like I've seen my viewership go like this and I was just telling him like, this is a new thing for you. You have no idea what you're doing. They would not listen. So I was like, okay, continue to just sabotage what could be good mentors for you as you sit here and talk about how you're so special. And you're not. You're not special. Okay, they're a white male. No offense to white males.
Well, that doesn't help me narrow it down.
Exactly. Like if I said like anything else, he'd be like, oh yeah, I could figure out who that is. It's like, buddy, you are the same as everyone else, actually.
This is my comparison for new comics that think they're farther than they are, which, I mean, to each their own. But it's kind of like when you're 15 and dating your first boyfriend, you're like, Mom, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, I know how to date. And then, like, when you get
with
to
your blue liquid eyeliner and your, like, green lipstick, Mom, and you have, like, the misshaded powder on your face.
Mom, I know what I'm doing.
I'm wearing NC40 at MAC. It's, like, just for really tan white people. And I'm like, I'm fine. My neck is orange, but I know what I'm doing.
And then you get older. And then you get to your mid-20s, and you're like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing at all.
Yeah.
I got a lot to learn. So, but I think, in the beginning, some comics start off, you get a little too hot too quick.
Yeah.
And then you have to come back down.
Yeah. I mean, I'm getting hotter every day, but, you know.
A nice steady pace.
But I don't walk into audience and be like, I'm so hot. Why aren't you booking me for your hot people shows? No, it is. And like moving to LA was very like, I shouldn't say humbling at all because I kind of knew the reality moving here, but it was a thing where it's like my journey, where I'm at in comedy is so much different where I was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's just a thing where it's like, please, like, just stay, like, the more you push, the reason why I almost want to be like, the reason why you're not getting booked for these shows is because you're pushing this energy out there that you need to get booked.
Yeah.
Like I got a message today from a show that I messaged a year ago. I emailed them 3 times last year to try to get on their show and they wouldn't let me, or they did not gone back to me. I just got a DM from them separately being like, hey, I run this show. I saw your clips. Do you want to be on it? And I messaged back being like, I actually emailed you guys like 3 times, but not important. Yes, I'll do your show. Yeah.
I have shows that'll reach out and I'll look it up and it's like 2019. Like, hey, my name's Mandy. I'd love to do your show.
Yeah, right? Yeah. And, like, I don't get offended if they don't message me. Like, I get a little bummed if I don't get a message sometimes. But I also know there's, like, thousands of comics, hundreds of comics. They have lists. Like, sometimes they don't get back to you for 6 months.
Yeah. I think bummed is how I feel, too.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
I'm not mad.
A little bummed. Just a little disappointed.
All right. What was your, oh my God, we're going overtime. I'm sorry.
I know. I wonder if we should save it.
Because we love each other so much.
I know.
It's so hard.
Should I save it?
The Misery Loves Company?
Yeah.
I mean, do you have one?
Yeah.
Is it long?
Kind of. But I feel like yours was a good Misery Loves Company.
Yeah.
That was good.
Let's just say we both hate new comedians. How about that?
We don't like people. I don't like it. Two people who are cocky too soon.
Well, it's not even that, just people who aren't aware of their surroundings ever. It's like if you're surrounded by people who have been doing the same thing way longer than you and are all on different paths, maybe you should learn from them instead of being like, no, you have to give me all the attention because I'm new and I'm fresh. I need everyone to know me. I was like, that was how I was when I moved to LA. I was very much like, hi, my name's Lisa. Everyone needs to know who I am. And then I was like, no one gives a fuck about who I am unless I'm single and they're a booker and they're like, you're single, right? And it's like, that's the people who care, is the men who are like, she's flirting with me. I'm like, no, I just want to be on your show.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Full circle. There you go.
Woo! Well, we did it. It was so good to have you back. That's to come back soon.
Once every 2 months, just have me on here.
Okay.
I'll have new wieners.
Yeah, they're always coming.
There's always gonna be a new wiener in my life.
Gonna be
figuratively and physically. There you go.
Well, plug away. This will be out probably like early August.
Mid-August. It already is early August.
Whoa. This is gonna be out. This is gonna be out late August.
Follow me on all the things at WISALLLAL, and it's at Lisa Wallen. Find me on Twitch. Sign up for my email list. All that stuff.
Okay.
Don't hit on me unless you're rich and have a check mark and want to give me money.
Okay, you heard her.
And not married. Don't care if you have kids.